Welcome to a comic book look.
Welcome to a comic book look, your weekly comic book show. We talk about anything in the comic book industry you want.
Recorded live
oh my God.
at Riverdale Studios, Sioux Falls. This is a comic book look.
It totally
Skyler,
is.
what
are
the
you?
fuck,
What?
man?
What is going on,
Dude, that was the wrong time you do that in post-editing, bro.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be over there being a cocksucker, just come over here and sit with us. Be on the show. God damn you.
What are you gonna do?
All right, man.
Yeah, get in here.
Let me get my beer.
Oh lordy.
Here it is. This is the man that has caused every problem that
Every
a comic
single
book look
problem.
has ever been had or has going to have in the future. Is brought to you by Skyler.
They blame all the problems before I even started on me, so, it's nothing new. I just gotta bring my big bottle of beer.
Yeah,
Just gotta deal with it.
maybe lay off the beer next time you're editing, you jerk.
Hey, who didn't like the SpringCon episode?
Everybody liked the SpringCon episode.
yeah,
Everybody liked the SpringCon.
Anyways, yada yada, the usuals. You know the drill. We got John Demand, Tom Stu Divine, and of course Skyler. I personally think Skyler should start his own Twitter account because everybody loves Skyler. We're planning some Where is Skyler t-shirts. Have you seen them? Now everybody's seen them. Cat's out of the bag, the whole kit and caboodle here on the couch.
If you look close,
Upset the balance.
I think you'll probably be able to see you sometime in the SpringCon episode, right? In the background at all.
I don't know if I ever showed up. In the
Little
background.
Easter egg.
Maybe a picture or two. I think
I was gonna say, how about that? You guys check out Facebook when we went to.
there's a couple of Facebook pictures.
We went to the Avengers, and Skyler is the ginormous, tall giant directly behind us, looking the opposite way. We did that as a little Where's Waldo. So you guys can go back and look. But
Do your
yes,
homework.
we figured it's time. 44 issues. Let's have this son of a bitch on. Skyler.
44. I've only been here for about 20.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
We have taken a big downturn since you came. But anyway, I'd love to give a scholarship, but he's actually a good friend of ours, and we love to
And
have
he
him.
does really great work.
He does great work on the editing, and so
Rain the praise, guys.
Wait. I did want to raise a toast, though. SpringCon episode turned out fantastic.
good job on that.
What
Good
a great
work.
time we had out there.
Definitely,
gosh.
it was.
Go to
super
your
fun.
local comic book cons, find one nearby. It's a great time. Go cruise the indie tables. That's where you're going to find your most fun.
Yeah, we all had a blast, as you guys have known and looked and watched before. But today we're going to do a new comic book reviews. We have been away, it seems, for a while, hasn't it, not, John?
Yeah.
And so it is time now
We've been
that
on a-
we are doing new comic reviews. And
Yeah.
Skyler has comics to talk about. John has comics to talk about. I have comics to talk about. And so let's do it up, boys. Let's do it big. Let's do it large. And let's do it real.
Well, before we do that, though, I believe that we have a phone call to make.
All right, let's do it. Let's call it up. This is a viewer mail.
A viewer mail, if you will. Kind of informal, actually. But if we're going to go ahead and call my good friend and very loyal viewer, my friend Amanda, actually from California, had a question. And I said, well, can we call you and ask you? So, my phone's plugged up to this really big speaker system, and I'm hoping this turns out okay. You didn't turn anything off, did you?
No, it's working good. It's working large.
Alright.
And it is pretty exciting. We've never done this before. This is our first viewer question, live talking.
Call-in show.
Unfortunately, John already knows the question, but I mean, isn't it fun to have somebody
Hello.
on?
Amanda,
Hey.
hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Now you can?
Yeah.
Oh, righteous, man. Well, Amanda, you're live on a comic book look.
Hi.
So anyways, you had a question, and I'm actually going to pass the phone to Tom, because Tom's pretty well versed in this subject matter. So what we want you to do is kind of, if you want to introduce yourself, get familiar a little bit, because you've had a little bit of con experience out there on the West Coast, which we don't. You know, kind of introduce yourself a little bit, bring up your question, talk to us, and honestly, this is the premiere for Skyler, our cameraman. He's on the couch with us too, so if you want to give him a shout out, you sure can.
Okay.
So, I'm going to pass the phone over to Tom, and just do your thing, okay?
Okay. Hi, Tom.
Hi there. Well, it's nice to talk to you. I've seen you on our Facebook page, and John says that you have a question that must be answered.
Yes, it must be answered. Okay, I don't read comics. I know, blasphemy, ridiculous. I don't, but I love comic book movies. I love comic book characters. I just don't read the books. And so I'm super, super, super excited for The Amazing Spider-Man, which I know comes out super soon, and I'm really excited about it. But I don't know who Gwen Stacy is. And I was asking John earlier today because I thought Mary Jane was Peter Parker's girlfriend. And so I'm like, who is Gwen Stacy? Because she looks like she's a love interest. Where is Mary Jane? So I want to know who she is.
Well, you have come to the right place. First of all, I want to say that I am uberly disappointed in John because he had to come to me for this answer.
Wow.
John
Listen to this hate.
John is a well-known...
We have Skyler on the couch and you're hating on me?
Whoa. Hey, John.
No, hate playfully.
John feels comfortable because he's removed now. There's a barrier.
John is way bigger Spider-Man fan than me because he loves Venom.
That has nothing to do with Mary Jane.
Yeah.
No,
nothing.
He loves He's probably read more Spider-Man.
That is not fair.
But anyway, Gwen Stacy, most people wouldn't know, and it's going to be a common question. I love this question because the new movie is coming up. And Gwen Stacy is the love interest. And, where did she come from? She's not Mary Jane. This blasphemy. But, really, she was the original Peter Parker's girlfriend. When it first started out, and Steve Ditko was writing, and Stanley was writing, Steve Ditko was drawing, Gwen Stacy was Peter Parker's girlfriend. And they had, this is maybe a spoiler for some, but really it's been around since the 60s, so not big a spoiler.
Yeah.
But
it's not a spoiler for me.
Gwen Stacy.
I want to know.
Yeah. Peter Parker loves Gwen Stacy. He loves her with all his heart, and she dies. The Green Goblin kills her, and that is like the biggest thing ever, and which drives Spider-Man into having such a back and forth relationship with Mary Jane, not wanting to be close to her because if he gets too close, maybe that's going to happen again. And so it's something that Spider-Man's carried with that forever. But in all the movies that we've seen with Spider-Man, with Tobey Maguire, these other ones, Gwen Stacy is not mentioned at all. It's Mary Jane right from the beginning. So a lot of people are going to have the same questions where, people should know Gwen Stacy. She's the cooler girlfriend, but she's dead, and she died. And so it'll be interesting, do they kill her in this movie, or do they try to keep her around for some sort of trilogy? That's the big question now, I think.
Okay. So, but in the books, she is kind of the segue that leads to Mary Jane. Like, she happens, and then his relationship, she dies, and then Mary Jane comes into play later on.
Totally, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
When
I think I get it now.
Yeah,
I get it now. I was really concerned. I'm like, where is Mary Jane? Mary Jane is supposed to be here, and this is Gwen, even though I love Emma Stone. I'm really excited Emma Stone is in this movie.
Well, don't worry,
So
because she's going to die really soon, and then you're going to get Mary Jane back, hopefully.
Okay.
So morbid.
Okay.
So morbid.
I'm okay with that. I'm
Yes.
okay with that. I just need to know who she was.
Well, I'm glad we were able to help you, and thank you for calling in. You're going to watch Comic Book Look. You're going to be on the next episode, so...
Yay!
Definitely.
Well, you guys are awesome. I actually just finished watching your Spring Con episodes. So that was fun.
Yes,
Way to
indeed
do
it was.
it.
That was fun.
All right, well, thank
That was
you.
fun. I was jealous. I was texting John. I was jealous while you guys were there.
Yeah, it
Hey,
was
but
fun.
you get the big ones out there, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but I couldn't go this year.
Yeah,
I
but
couldn't
you
do my
went
badge.
previous
It sold
year.
out so fast.
I know. We need to make it out
But
there.
I did go last year.
Tell you what, when we get our press passes to go to the big one, we'll go.
Yeah.
Alright.
And you want to say I'm part of your crew or something.
Right. That's awesome.
Right.
All right, thanks, Amanda.
All right.
Okay, well, thanks, guys. Bye, Tom, Skyler, John. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Awesome. First, we get Skyler on an episode, and we get our first viewer call in, or we called them.
Yeah.
But still,
But she
awesome.
texted in.
So awesome.
That was just today.
All right, let's bust in right into these interviews, guys. Who wants to go first?
I'll actually take the point here.
All right.
Oh my
You
god.
can toss it up.
Wow.
Of course he will. I'll take the point here.
Such a doom.
Here we got a couple of books I picked up from Dano Kalanowski.
Yeah, dude, that guy was hilarious. He made Michelle Bachman.
Michelle
comics.
Bachman story. You heard him talk about the book where right-wing pundit beats up a liberal or Occupy movement person. Those books sounded like fun, but this one actually really caught my eye. Continuity Guide. He told me basically it's a Doctor Who type character who's a bit of an alcoholic, so things always go wrong for him, and it's just pure fun. Just ridiculous things happen. I think I woke Tom up in the hotel room just laughing.
And it is
And,
ridiculous.
and I had to read it aloud to him because he was already up asking me what was going on.
Well, I mean, it's just so, like, stupid, like,
Sure.
because it is like Doctor Who. He has, like, all the powers of Doctor Who. He can do anything.
He can go back in time and amass an army
But he's,
to
like,
fight the
a massive
bad guy.
slacker.
He's just worthless. But here's
so-
here's just a great moment here. He explains some things, and one of his sidekicks says, "Oh, you just ripped off Time Cop." Yeah, that's what happened. Seriously, guys, Time Cop is a more accurate depiction of the time-space conundrums I encounter daily than one would suspect. And that's
Especially
this is
because
after they've duplicated all of the
who
characters.
doesn't love a good John Claude
Just-
Van Damme
yeah,
movie?
oh, just ridiculous.
Is that a unicorn in space? Go back and
yes, it is.
What?
There's
Dude, that's awesome.
there's
What
the
is that?
space ribs, the unicorn head, and some
The
other
space
thing.
ribs?
And there's just
Can I borrow that?
insanity ensues.
Can I borrow
Absolutely, you take that home tonight. I would actually recommend, if you want to pick up the books, start with this one, even though this is first in continuity. Blasphemy, I know, for many of you. But this book does a lot more for its Chrono Chaos. That one doesn't have a title. It's just Continuity Guide. I think it's just the original. It was a story the guy wanted to give up, but his friend offered to draw it because he loved the story. Daniel Klanowski. Berge is the guy's name. Bud Berge.
Nice.
Were those some sketches in the front that you
Those
reviewed?
were, he definitely, they both
Yeah.
drew a couple of pictures
Attaboy.
on there.
Customized
nice
that.
This was the second book I picked up.
It's like the spinning rims of the Comic-Con right there.
Came up the second day, told him I loved the first one. I only got about 3 or 4 pages in. I got to the Time Cop reference, and I was sold, so I went back and got the next one. This one is delves way more into how he's kind of an alcoholic,
Nice.
and
Nice.
just causes problems because of it. It's
Hell
a
yeah,
lot of
man.
fun. Maybe take that one as well.
Totally, dude.
Continuity Guide. Check it out, guys.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to jump in here, and we'll do, I'm going to do one of the annuals. The 2 books that I'm going to review today are Batman and Animal Man. Already, it just seems like yesterday that the new 52 kicked off, but all of a sudden we got annuals. And so first I'll talk about Animal Man. I've talked a lot about it. Really love this story, or the run so far. Started out really strong, really cool, really unique. Kind of slowed down for a little bit, and I can handle that. That's okay, just as long as you pick it back up. And I really wanted that to happen here, but this takes us really goes backwards and explains a lot, and you get a lot of explanation. Yes, it's a lot of pages, and there's a lot of things going on, but guys, this cost me $4.99. This cost me $5. And Jeff Lemire, absolutely one of the best writers right now in the industry, but telling me so many things about the rot and the green and the red. It basically revolves around the story of this person named Jacob, who is like the original person, the avatar, or one of the original avatars for the red, and he has kind of Animal Man powers for a little bit, and he meets Animal Man and talks to him, and it's kind of it's still cool. It's still what's been going on, but it just really seems decompressed and not as fast-paced as we started off, and not as unique as it was. Travel Foreman is not on art anymore, and I understand he has a lot of personal reasons for leaving, and that's totally cool. But because of that, it has really dropped the Animal Man title. Where, as you guys know, me saying that it was my favorite book of the New 52, and besides Batman, and so now, not so much. And I really hope that it comes out of this and really something big happens, because apparently this rot, green, red, like all these forces of nature are going to be coming up and being a huge crossover probably after this night.
I'm going to tee for Tom for timeout. Annuals. We've talked about point whatever issues. Annuals. How effective are they in terms of even just these two? But you know what I mean? Like, yay, nay, kind of a gimmick. What do you got?
Thank you for saying that, because you're exactly right. I just, in my comic book brain, don't, I just say annual. I figure everybody should know exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, Skyler doesn't even have any idea. A comic book annual is something that started a long time ago. It kind of started from when the month had 5 weeks. They needed an extra book, and they would have it. My beautiful wife bringing us in a flower.
There you go, Skyler.
That she grew. But anyway,
beautiful lady.
And so what an annual is it's in a very hard-plated, unwritten rule that's been written down for a long time, unwritten, that annuals are one-shots. They shouldn't tie into anything else. You can pick up an annual and enjoy the story, and you should like it. That is what an annual should be. And so that's what these are supposed to be, and it's what comes out. It's kind of like it's always more expensive. It's to get that person who doesn't go to the comic shop all the time, maybe to look back through and say, hey, oh, here's a big book that I can read about Superman or Batman or, the X-Men, and that's kind of how it started. But since then, they've always just tried to run annuals. And what they should be is a one-shot of a larger book that costs a little bit more, and we're all going to, you don't have to buy it. It doesn't tie in, but it's supposed to add something to everything else.
It's just always another excuse to put a number one on a title, too. That's a good way to get somebody into books.
I agree.
You put number one on there. Someone like me I don't keep up with the superheroes.
Yeah.
I don't keep up with the main two, DC, Marvel. I've dabbled into, some Deadpool. I like Deadpool a lot. It's a lot of fun.
Like the musical?
Some Captain America. Deadpool the musical kind of let me down.
What?
Deadpool. I'm sorry. I didn't like it that. It was fun.
I borrowed it to Skyler.
Well, yeah, totally, Skyler. You borrow
indie.
indie. When you look at my books, you borrow indie, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Chew. I'll pick up something by
an
indie.
Crushed.
And that's why I love the cons. It was fun. But
Don't tell me you're
As
crushed
fun as I expected
when you have
it to
sunglasses
be.
and a flower in your hair.
Wow, you're right. And you want to know why else I'm not crushed today? Breaking news, and Skyler will put that at the bottom, I'm sure, of the video. Iron Patriot armor in Iron Man 3.
What?
Yeah. If
Norman?
you didn't see those pictures, it's not Norman, though, because Osborn is owned by Fox. But in Iron Man 3, there were pictures leaked today. Mark put it on our Facebook group, and then Gabe pointed it out to me, emailed it to me, and he said, are you ready for a nerdgasm over work emails? Like,
John,
yeah, I am.
You're not supposed to know comic book news before me.
Yeah, I know. That never happens. So I totally just derailed our conversation about annual issues, but I'm so excited about that. I don't care if it's a good guy suit of patriotic armor. You know how happy this makes me? Because I was joking about this, and look what happens. Marvel listens to their best fans, a.k.a. me.
Nobody likes fucking Norman as the Iron Man.
Dark Avengers, hey. It's gonna happen. But
all right.
Seriously, I mean,
Finally listening to John.
Right, but it's seriously like, all you gotta do is Google it.
Look.
There's a patriotic set of armor.
I mean, John gave Dark Avengers a bad review, and Comic Book Dude still picked it up. You're the man, Comic Book Dude. And so that's the power of John.
It wasn't the strongest run compared to the Dark Reign run. What Comic Book Dude did was pick up what he saw.
Yeah.
And I totally respect that, but I hope that maybe Thunderbolts 175, aka Dark Avengers 175, will be a lot better. Shut it.
Yeah, and also thumbs up to Comic Book Dude for saying he's finally gonna cruise some indie tables.
Exactly.
Wait, was he not doing that?
Yeah, isn't it funny that he wasn't? He went there, he went to the vendors, and he didn't go to... I mean, that's just like, that's just how it goes for some people. Don't really know to be outgoing to go to do that. They know what they know.
Good for him.
And that's...
He was really nice.
Dude, comic book dude, you're the man, dude. Thank you
Man
so
with
much
a
for being
plan.
on our show. And John, would you just review your fucking comic already?
Shut your cake hole. So what was our verdict on annuals?
Annuals, they're a
Yay
one-shot
or
that's
nay?
supposed to be
Yay or
once
nay?
a year.
I don't
They're
care about
usually
that.
garbage. I never pick
Okay,
them up
that's all I
unless
cared about.
Lemire and Snyder are writing them, so I picked them up.
I just
I'm
wanted
giving
to...
this Batman issue to John anyway after the show.
Did you even talk about it?
Not yet.
Well, get to it.
No, because I already talked
Wow.
about Animal Man. You're
See
up,
what I put up with, Jenna? Jesus Christ. Okay.
John.
I'm so uncomposed and unprofessional this evening.
You guys see what I put up with?
Wow. Wow, what a house of cards this episode.
You're not gonna break down right now, you guys. Come on.
Yes!
Thank
Wardrobe,
you.
makeup, we need to
It's
freshen
my
up
life.
Okay.
Right on time.
Pick it up.
Alright. Let's pick up the pace, guys. DC Comics, hey! I saw Diablo 3 issue 4 on the shelves, but I was like, well, I haven't read the first 3, so why would I do that? So I picked up issue number 1. On the cover is issued the Angel Tyrael, and I love the game, so I was like, I just want to check out one issue, just one issue. You know, why can't I spend $3 on something that I love?
Yeah, you love
It
the
is only
game. This is who it's for.
Right.
You read comics.
Right.
You love the game.
Right.
You were at the midnight release of Diablo.
Right.
And you bought the book. That's what's supposed to happen.
Right, so guess what didn't happen?
What?
I don't like the book.
Do you like the game, though? That's
I
the more
love
important
the
question
game,
in my life.
but the book is just kind of, like, the dialogue was on point. Like, this is stuff they would say in the game. But it didn't interest me whatsoever, like, because I want to click on the little demons to kill them.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's the point of the game.
You don't want to click on the
It's-
guy to be like, I am the town
I want
blacksmith.
to turn the page and read more about this kid that had a problem with his dad. Like, I can't identify with this book whatsoever. And, you know, Aaron Williams, Joseph, how do you pronounce that? Because remember last time I tried?
LaCroix.
Yeah. LaCroix. Like, you guys did fine. It's just, for me, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
for me,
I know what you
I just wasn't feeling it. Because I want to be at the computer kicking ass. And it's not too often that I get Butch on the show, but I just wanted to throw my poison darts at demons and summon my golems and my zombie dogs and
Summon my
murder.
golems.
Because
Be a
that's what I do.
necromancer.
No, I was playing the witch doctor on this one. So I
New
can't.
character added.
I
No,
can't
sorry.
read it. I cannot read it. I want to do it. I want to go out and kick ass.
Yeah.
This gets a 1 out of 5.
So, I mean, and that's just, you know, it's a licensed title, so I agree.
Yeah.
No.
Put it
All
on
right.
the
But I
shelf
tried.
and get the game.
But I tried.
Yep.
I tried.
You did your best. Sky.
So Aaron Williams, I salute you. I gave it a shot. You're probably a great person. Let's have a beer sometime. But I want to play my computer game. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank
Right
you.
on. All right, up next, Torque Press from Joseph Morris. You saw him on the SpringCon issue. Clown and Penguin. I picked this one up. He had one that somebody else had authored. I decided to pick up something that he authored himself. The story is just absolutely bananas. There's no real, just craziness ensues. And across all of the panels, you'll see he mixes different types of work. He's doing some oil painting, some acrylics, he's doing some watercolors, he's doing some computer rendered shots. Everything is just completely unique and new, and it's fun, and it's totally just bizarre. The story, you know, good luck trying to follow it. It's
So it's like
crazy.
Diablo. Okay.
I mean, he even goes into the, you know, the stairs, the classic stairs
Yeah, where they're
painting,
going every which way. Yeah.
in all different dimensions, and he's saying things in different dimensions. And the book actually breaks up at a point where he has arguments with himself on whether this story will ever sell because the art and the story are crappy. And it's not that the story is crappy, it's just that so many crazy things happen, you
It's
can't
not
keep track.
cohesive.
Look at that.
And then here's the barrier of
I like that page.
the barrier of Omnicronus.
I like that page. I like that page.
Just, you know, all mixing all different kinds of art, but it really works. It's a lot of fun. All the different, you know, you don't usually see somebody that'll mix
Yeah, totally.
different styles like that. So, and then from one panel to the next, it'll be a little bit different to give, you know, just a little bit different feel. And I really enjoyed it. I mean, the
Are
story
you
could
gonna plug
use...
this guy or what?
He's already been plugged.
No,
Torque-
the website.
TorquePress.com.
There you go.
He's been
Was he nice?
on the spring issue. He was a really cool guy. He gave us a welcome to comic book look
Exactly, he was
segment.
on it.
And $5
Alright.
for Clown and Penguin it was a lot of fun. It's not it's not a story you
Can I
sit
borrow
down and
that
read,
too?
but it's just a lot of fun to look at all the crazy art. If anybody's got a story, hire this guy.
Can I borrow that one too?
He's absolutely. I'll just throw it on my stack. I'll just start piling them up over there for you.
John's just taking them all.
John's just taking all my comic books home.
Yeah.
From the
Because
comic.
Skyler's that good. Can you believe I actually said that on camera?
It's terrible.
I can pick a winner of a comic book.
Yeah.
No, you
Well,
can't.
usually.
Anyway, next we got, I'm doing the annual for Batman, and so you guys have known I've talked very highly of Night of the Owls. I think it is really cool. I've liked it a lot. There's people talking shit out there. I don't want to see, I haven't seen the Joker or anything lately, and it's like, okay, whatever, guys. There's plenty of Joker stories, there's plenty of every other stories. Night of Owls is really cool. It's a new villain that Scott Snyder's doing very well. Well, anyway, here you go, guys. For all you complainers, you get to have Penguin, you get to have Mr. Freeze. And this is how Mr. Freeze kind of enters into the new DCU 52.
Yeah.
And it is a one-shot of how he comes in, and it really tells a lot of background about his character, who he is. The last page is really fucked up and awesome. But overall, I don't really give a shit about Mr. Freeze. I have seen him okay. You know what? The best rendering of him ever was obviously the animated series for Batman, and I don't need to.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And
man.
what
are you doing?
Definitely the worst.
What are you
and
doing?
So
Hockey
I don't
with
need
a
to say
diamond.
anymore.
Hockey
And so
with
it's
a
like $4.99. Come on. I mean, I like that Scott Snyder and he had a co-writer who did a good job, and I like Scott Snyder bringing these guys in, like Kyle Higgins and other people. But overall, it's not something you need to buy. It's not something that you need to get with Night of Owls, even though it's kind of like, Mr. Freeze, I'm against the Batman, and I'm against the Owls. I hate them both. I'm Mr. Freeze. Whatever, dude. Not that good. That's why it's like, John's like, I was reading this, I was like, I have to read this before the show. John's like, are you reading a second print, a variant? I was like, no.
Because I saw the number 1. That's the only reason why I didn't pick it up. Because I'm definitely on Batman the comic books nuts.
Yeah.
It's that good.
But annual number 1, and so that's why I'm like, John, he told me afterwards, oh, I like Mr. Freeze. And I said, you can have it because I don't give a shit about it.
He really
Mr.
threw
Freeze.
it at me. In fact, it hit me in the face and I got a bloody nose.
Exactly.
The first time.
Well, that's because I punched him at the same time as I threw it to him.
Well,
Alright, that's what I think. Batman. So, overall, I had 2 annuals. Disappointed with them both. Sorry, guys.
Jesus. Negative Nancy.
Rant.
Is it my turn,
Yep, your
Skyler?
turn.
Skyler, do you permit me to talk?
You may speak.
Oh my god. Okay, well, chickadee, check this noise out. Alright. So, we have the Teen Titans, right?
Yeah!
Well, DC releases a new title as part of their new 52 called The Ravagers.
New 52. Trademark that, John, because pretty sure they haven't done that yet. But
hey, I've got # Keep It Comics. I'm good with trademarks, so we're good with that. Because that's, people are like,
Prescott?
Yeah, he did that.
Shout out!
# Keep It Comics. That was
Check out the Screen Burn article.
Yeah, shout out.
Prescott, it's been a while since
Prescott,
the
be
Screen
on
Burn
our
article.
show. Yeah, I know you watch our show, so
Get
get on
your
our
ass
show.
writing, buddy.
Right.
I'm gonna have to put the hashtag on the video.
Hashtag that. So anyways, the Ravagers from the pages
one
of
more
Teen
line
Titans. Trained to be killers is what the cover reads. It's another disgruntled
Let me see that
group of it's another disgruntled group of powered metahumans, as the DC universe refers to them as. This spawned from an event called The Calling, where I read 3 issues of it because of the annual of Teen Titans, plus 2 issues of Teen Titans. The event as a whole I was not very crazy of, and I'm about a hair or 2 away from falling off of Teen Titans as a whole. I wanted to check this out just because I was kind of curious as to what direction the team would take, and it advertises them as, kind of killers or whatever, but I just don't get it. Beast Boy? Really?
I mean, but Tara, she's had a very rough past.
Right.
Thunder's had a rough past. I don't know who Fairchild is.
Right.
Lightning, I don't know who that is, and Ridge, I don't know who it is.
Right.
But this Ian Churchill,
Yeah.
I like that art.
Yeah.
Brett Booth sucks ass, and he's on Teen Titans. Makes me not want to read it.
Right.
This art, I really like it. It's very reminiscent of Jim Chung.
Yeah.
And I think it's very good.
I mean, all in all, I mean, just not a lot happens. I mean, they escape nowhere, which is that organization that hunts down metahumans, yada yada. They end up somewhere really cold, like Alaska. But
Does Beast Boy have a heavy presence in it?
no. And that's why
set.
Terra and Beast Boy run off, and the others are attacked by nowhere.
Because I feel like out of that group, you have to highlight Beast
Right.
Boy and Terra.
Right.
Because though Teen Titans has been around for a long time in the comics, people know Teen Titans from the Teen Titans show.
Right.
And we know Terra.
And that's where
and
I
we know
her
Beast Boy.
from. Right, exactly.
You know, and it's like, as much as I've read Teen Titans, that show has made way more of an impact on me. As much as Kitty and as much as you would think it would be.
Yeah.
Very good still.
It's going to be a roll of the dice if I check issue 2 out or not. It's nothing against the art. It was cool, but at the same time, it's just, I can't devote my time, my money to this. I just wanted to check it out just to kind of see, but I don't know if I'm going to keep picking this up or not. You know what I mean? Like,
Cheesy.
That's just something I got to, I'll figure it out when that day comes. But it wasn't a big week for me either, so maybe I will.
Exactly.
If it falls on this week, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm all about bad versions of.
I know you are.
Shut up, Tom.
Anything that makes you more evil.
Evil, dark,
and darkness.
Anytime, I like to read about people who.
They called me
harm
the
other people.
Edgar Allan Poe of beer and comics.
Of
yes.
beer and comics.
Yes.
Drinking the certified.
All right, you're up. You're up, Sky.
Listen to this.
Do
He's
a double
folding
doozy.
under pressure.
All right. Well, first I'm going to go Frontier 2170, Peter Allen. You saw him on the show.
Name on the back.
You saw a little bit of an outtake from him. It's all in good fun, Peter, if you're watching. You know.
It is all good fun. It was hilarious. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
I loved how you're like, and is it the comic book look? But very funny, very awesome. And I got to read your book. Very manga-esque influenced.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks, it's almost like a Sailor Moon-esque little view here. It's really fast. It's got kind of the, you know, the manga, the anime, comic. They're really kind of a fast, you really kind of fly through it. The art is kind of inconsistent. It kind of throws me off a little bit. But because it's that really fast storytelling style, it's really got me interested. I'm only maybe 5-10 pages in, but you know, things are really moving along. He simplified it as migrant workers in space, and you know, things are going wrong. There's just an oversimplification in his words, but you know, some things are going on. He's trying to save the love of his life, so it looks like it could be some fun. You know, I'm only a few pages into it, so I can't tell so far, but it does have me, it has grabbed me.
Totally.
So I'll definitely be finishing it up.
Right on,
But if you are influenced by, you know, manga or sci-fi, that kind of things, it's just a cool book to check out because it is an indie creator out there in the trenches selling his book at the cons, and this is one that Sky picked up, so it's pretty cool.
And this is another one that just, if you're trying to sling your books, you got to be talking to people. You got to go grab them out of the crowd. You got to be yelling out. He said hey to me. I was running to the bathroom, and I said hi and kind of ignored him. Came back about an hour later, asked him about his book. He gave me a good sell, so you know, I picked it up.
That's what's up.
Good, and exactly.
Good for you.
So I'm glad you picked it up. Glad we get to hear about it.
All right, and then there's Apocalypse City. I forget to take it out of my board and cover here.
Oh God, you guys saw him. He was the crazy zombie who
Is
also
that
had
numbered
that tag.
specifically?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
only
they're numbered
132 of these
tell-
fuckers.
tell-
132 issues. I got 117.
Ah, boy.
It's no Arsenic Lullaby. Got issue 20 on that
issue
fucker.
20 on Arsenic Lullaby.
I got
had
32.
Tom was trying to take my lower print number. I fought him off of it.
Son of a bitch.
But you were totally right about that book, though. That was the best pickup of
By
the
far.
So much fun. So
now
many
that-
quick little stories.
Since SpringCon, I've got to crack into the omnibus. I've read through the whole entire thing. By far, my best pick of SpringCon,
I'm gonna have to
even
crack
better
into
than
that
Ryan Kelly's
myself.
Funrama, was definitely Arsenic Lullaby. It's
Arsenic
so funny.
Lullabies. Yeah.
Anyway,
Great
don't mean
book.
to take away from Zombie Apocalypse City.
No, yeah. Zombie. not Zombie Apocalypse City, but it was Zombie Jon Hoban selling his book Apocalypse City. And this book,
sweet makeup.
it did, yeah. And it was really convincing. I walked up to him only because he had, his guts were spilling out, his eye was torn open. I walked up, I said, "You got me with the costume. What do you got for a book?"
Yeah.
He goes through and defines this book. He's got kind of a psychic interrogator type, almost not really psychic. He kind of plays away from that, but he has these feelings that he's in the right place, and the bad guy turns out to be similar to him, and so that's why it kind of feels like maybe they're connected. They give some similar signifiers, and it's really funny. Early on, he runs into some of the police officers that don't like him. He's already grabbed some evidence from the scene from the police officers that believe in his abilities. But they smash his phone, and he just smiles and pulls out his backup phone. Good luck, I backed up all my information on my backup phone. It's a Bratz pink phone that he uses subsequently throughout the issue. He's always on this pink
has like sparkles and
there's stars and rainbows and hearts, and it's hilarious.
Rhinestones.
And then he goes to meet his friend, this hot gothic girl. It didn't seem to really fit with the story much, but she's there. And she's
exactly.
Hot,
he was kind of gothic. He probably liked gothic chicks. She's hot. Makes him a very good character.
I mean, she tries to give him some help, makes fun of him for the phone, and in the end, the bad guy gang has nabbed the wrong guy that beat up their gang members. So it's really, it's kind of started a really good story. It was an extra long issue.
Yeah.
And it's got all the mechanics there. It's got, the gang that's going after the wrong people, has just a crazy leader who is just, "Oh, this is a tough guy? Yeah, bring him into me, mostly alive. Let the games begin." He's just excited to do some battle with this guy, just some sick, tormented gang leader. I'm just going to give this one to John right now after saying that. I know he wants to borrow it. But Apocalypse City, Jon Hoban. There's a plug for him on the SpringCon issue. We'll probably lay one down here too. It was good. It was good, fun comic booking. I mean, always check out the indie creators. You'll find some really fun comics in there. You find some really marginal comics in there as well. But it's worth the risk. Give it a shot.
The risk sounds intense.
It is because
it's a gamble.
You do gamble. I mean, I bought some books. We didn't talk about them because I didn't think they were good. That's what happens. We talk about the ones that we like. These guys really went the extra effort to try to sell us and went the extra mile to put out their books, get them out there. So that's why we're highlighting them.
Yep. And they all gave us a plug.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
Exactly. Totally. All right, John, you're next.
Oh, man.
You're last,
Am I
actually.
last?
Yeah.
Yuck, what a
Closing
sour
it
note
out.
to end on.
Is it?
Check this out, guys. X-Men Legacy 267 and Wolverine and the X-Men number 11. Artwork I wasn't...
A versus X.
Pretty much in a nutshell. I wasn't crazy about the artwork in this one because it's not as wacky as it normally has been. So to be honest with you, yay for both of these titles. I love the characters in them.
What titles are there? Let's hear. I didn't even hear that
X-Men
part.
Legacy and Wolverine and the X-Men.
Yeah, I want to read that. Wolverine and the X-Men.
So it's not bad, but honestly, if you read round 3 and round 4 of AVX, you're good as gold.
You don't need this.
You don't need this at all. In my
You heard
opinion.
it first here, guys. You heard it first.
So, I'm not even gonna go into the books because it basically bounces off of the core storyline, which is fine. I'm big on continuity, but not when I'm spending an extra $8
Totally.
on it. As a consumer, I'm kind of like, oh, what's the point of this?
Didn't need that.
Didn't need that. I didn't need Diablo either, but who's writing? So,
overall, bad week for you, John.
horrible week for me. I totally struck out.
Mine wasn't
They're not bad
Before you
issues,
guys do
though.
your wrap up, I'm out. Thanks, IMG
What?
Nation.
Yeah, get
What?
the fuck out of here.
What?
God damn, Scott. You spent the
You
whole
can't
entire
even
time.
stay for the outro.
Of course he's going to dip early, just like he does on fucking editing duties.
Yeah. I'm surprised we get the episode up on time.
Yeah, we don't get the episode. That's why
Oh,
it was...
that's right.
You guys don't know this, but we are supposed to air on Sunday nights.
Yeah.
But since Skyler doesn't get the episode up till Tuesday,
IMJ
that's just
management's
when they
pretty
do it.
furious with us. Like,
Thank
each week,
God, IMJ
Yeah.
management.
They yell every week, and we're like, geez.
I'm sorry, we want to get to Sunday, but Skyler fucks
He
up
loves
every
it.
time.
Every time.
There's nothing we can do.
Every time.
No,
It's
just
not
kidding.
our fault, though.
Ian and
man.
Jose, you guys are great. Thanks for hosting us again.
Yeah.
And watch, guys. Check out all the posts on Veteran Media Junkies. Check out our fucking Facebook page. You know, send us an email.
Yeah.
Get it all together, man. John's been hitting up this Twitter enough, so we don't need to rock that anymore.
Yeah, Twitter's my new pinata.
And so definitely, thanks for watching it, guys. Thanks for watching again, guys. This is like I'm 7 beers deep. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's been a good night.
We may have shot 2 videos in a row, but
We're not going to
you
say
didn't
that.
know
Yeah,
that.
it's
All
off
right.
the record.
All right. Thank you, guys, again.
Excellent. All right, so what are we going to do, crowd? Pound sign, keep it comics. Pow. Salute.